Today we have a 2011 Honda Pilot in the shop for the CD changers, cycling, not ejecting, and having problems. We're going to get this up to the shop, but first we're going to show you how to remove this stereo from the dash. We're going to start with our pry bar and start at the top edge of the panel to the left of the car stereo. This is with the gear shift down in the parking brake set. This is going to allow us to pull the panel slightly back. There are two connectors here, one for the emergency flasher that has a trigger on the side that you release to remove. Could be a second connector, but these connectors are all keyed and they fit only one spot, so there's no need to label these, but the trigger is at the back of these and you squeeze this down, releases the lock, and you can remove the connector. We're going to repeat this for the right side of the dash, probably the top edge of the side panel all the way down the edge of the car. Pull this back. This is going to give us access to the connector at the 12-volt power supply. Again, this connector has a trigger on the side of it, and you push this trigger down and it releases this. We're going to remove the panel and set it to the side. Next, we're going to start with our Phillips screwdriver and start removing the screws around the front of the face here. These are 8mm Phillips screws. You can use 8mm or a Phillips screwdriver to remove the two screws on the left side. We're going to remove the two screws on the right side here. See our website if you need help with aftermarket installation, wire harnesses, or speaker removal, or any other vehicle. We're going to remove one Phillips screw on the left side at the bottom here. One here on the bottom right as well, at the right of the controls. This panel overlaps the above panel, and we're going to be able to pull this forward entirely. There is clips on the side that will allow this to pull forward and release on both sides. A little pull pressure. Clips, the white clips here fit into the openings at the bottom of the stereo. Now we can pull the car stereo from the dash. This is going to slightly pull forward. We have quite a few connectors here on the back of this, some at the bottom, some at the top. We're going to start with locating the connectors at the bottom of the radio here. This goes for the AC controls. These connectors all, again, have triggers towards the center of them that we're going to squeeze down to release and remove. Again, these connectors are keyed. With these freed up, we should be able to pull the stereo slightly forward for access to the back of it. Again, we have several connectors here. We have the connectors here with triggers on the bottom of them, and you push these triggers up and in to release these connectors. These can be difficult from time to time. Okay, that first one was an easy one. Trying to locate these triggers. There we go. We got two of them done. We have different connectors here than normal with just pushing the trigger down and releasing these connectors. Again, these are all keyed, so they only go back to one specific spot. And then we have the antenna that's going to release on the end as well. Now we have the main connector has a little trigger on the side of it that you're going to move down. You squeeze it up and it allows you to swing this arm around with that trigger. Okay, this is a newer connector. We're going to push it down, and as we push the trigger down, we can lift the arm up, and this will release. Now, this has to be in this position in order to go back in, and as you push it in, the arm will go down, but the trigger is right here on the side of the connector, and you squeeze this one down on the side. It releases this arm and allows it to swing through. This looks like a mess. This is how you remove the stereo from a Honda Pilot. I hope this video has been helpful. Please subscribe and see our website. Thank you.